Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to find the critical value for this problem. And what we need to look at is if your alternate hypothesis is greater than, then you have what we call a right tail test. So what you do is let me just say this, alpha is 0.05. That's what you need to know, and you need to know greater than to find the critical value. So we're going to open StatCrunch, and you're going to go to Stat Calculators and go to Normal. And then once you get into normal, you're going to click on greater than. And then you're going to put in 0.05 and click compute. And so your critical value, I believe we wanted your critical z-score, I believe we want to round to the second decimal place, so that would be 1.64. And you only have one critical value because it is a one-tailed test. And that's how you find your critical z-score. If it were a two-tailed test, then you would have two answers there, a negative and a positive. So our test statistic is 2.87 and our critical z-score is 1.64. So the area, since we're doing this, I'll show you this real quick. Since your 2.87 would be in the area of rejection, we would, because our test statistic is greater than our critical value, we would reject the null. Hopefully that will help you with this problem. Now determine the p-value for this test. Okay, and to get to the p-value, to get this number, you want to know the probability of observing the z-test statistic, anything greater than that. So to get your p-value, you go to StatCrunch, go back to where we were, into normal, so calculators and then normal, and then we want the p-value, or the probability associated with a z-test statistic greater than or equal to 2.87. So let's plug in 2.87 and hit compute. Change it to greater than or equal to, and you'll see that the probability of observing a value greater than or equal to 2.87 is 0.002, and that is how you calculate your p-value. So let me know if you have any more questions.